What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning into this episode of Twin Finance. My name is Dylan, and today we're going to be talking about Tesla. And I know they're a hot topic in the media a lot in the last couple of years here, guys, but we're going to be talking about them as an investment standpoint. We're going to determine whether I think they're a good buy or not at their current price. I know they are down 30% from a month ago. August 7th, they're down 30%, guys. So we're going to be talking about if I think they're a good investment or whatnot. So before we get into the future expectations and whatnot about the company, because I know I don't want to be one of those Tesla fanboys that, I'm just going to start talking about, Model Y, Gigafactory in China, all that good stuff in the future. I'm going to talk a little bit about the past first and obviously start because I don't want to be unbiased, right, guys? I don't want to come in here and just Tesla, but let's go from both sides of the story. So we're going to go past. So Tesla in the past, obviously, I'm just going to write NP and essentially like non-profit, right? Like non-profitable, right, guys? Like their earnings have been on the steady decline. Their net income, it's actually as long as their revenue. So also along with their non-profitable, their revenues actually on the increase. Obviously, the revenue's on the increase, but their net income's on the decline right now, as of now, guys. So if you look at their last 3 years, go on look at their 10K revenue. I think a few years, 2016 was $700 million loss, and then this year is like $1.8 billion. So when we're talking about net income, we're talking about net income. So they're non-profitable. Their net income is steady on the decline, almost proportional to as much as their revenues up. Their revenue's up a bit more than their net income's going down. So I can get why people are a little hesitant on Tesla to pull the trigger and buy them, because their revenue is going up, yeah, sure, but they're losing more money, right? So like it's obviously going to scare off a lot of investors and whatnot. Also in the past, Musk has been setting some pretty ambitious goals, and he's missed a few of them, let's be honest here. But I think with innovative companies, guys, in order to innovate, you got to be a little bit crazy, They thought Henry Ford. They thought he was he was mental. Like he wanted to create the car, and people were like, "Dude, what are you talking about? Like a car?" Like they didn't understand that. So just like when Musk said and came out and said, like, "I'm gonna make a cool electric car and it's gonna sell," everyone thought, like, is it really gonna happen? Everyone in the automotive industry just kind of laughed it off. But I think Tesla's no laughing matter now for those guys, because they seriously got to start thinking about Tesla in the future. Another thing about the past, obviously their models, Model 3, S, and X, that's their past models now. They've all come out. He's been missing the Model 3 expectations, but they're up to, I think, 6,000 cars a week now, which is very good. It's obviously not Toyota, guys, but they're going to get there eventually. That's what I think. Missing expectations. So we're going to flip over to the future now. For the future for Tesla, guys. So there's obviously a lot of plans here. Number one thing, I think the biggest thing is they're moving into the biggest electric car market in the world, which is China. They sold over double the electric cars last year in their market. So Tesla's planning to build a gigafactory there. It's going to be up and running in 2 years, and then they're expecting maximum production in that plant like another 2 or 3 years after that. So that's Tesla in the future. So I'm just gonna Tesla in the future, just erase that. We got Tesla in the future. We got China, and then I think in 2022 something like that, he wants to move into Europe. That's obviously like pretty vague future plans, but I also have written down here Model Y. I know there's been a lot of hype about that lately. As you can see, compact SUVs are getting pretty popular, guys, and Tesla's going to be coming out with an electric one also by I think 2019, 2020, probably most likely 2020. Model Y is going to be coming out. That's probably going to sell. I also have written down here, Musk also said Q3 we're going to be profitable, guys, and from here on out. So Q3 on, they're saying profits. So I think if Tesla becomes profitable, guys, I think game over, honestly, for the haters, not for the whole car industry, guys. That was a misstatement, but I'm saying game over for the haters. I think everyone's going to be like Musk, missing his production numbers. He can't make a cool electric car. He can't make a fast one. It's not going to be better than gas cars. People aren't going to like it. It's not going to sell. And then to say that he's never going to be profitable, he's basically defying all odds. If they're profitable Q3, guys, I think everyone's head is going to be turned. I think big investors they're going to probably turn and be like, you know what, man, if Tesla's profitable, like for long term, they're going to grow. And that's where I want my money to be. So I think if that happens, guys, I'm not saying it's going to happen 100%, but I think if that happens, the future's looking pretty bright for Tesla. I have written down here plans for more gigafactories. Yeah, I covered that one. They also Model S and Model X, so S and X are still growing. So the Model S and Model X, obviously, as Tesla grows as a company, the Model S and Model X are going to sell more, obviously, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got down for the future. They also have other plans and whatnot for like their energy sector, more so with like homes and whatnot. That's not taking off as much as the cars, obviously, but they recently installed the batteries in Australia, that big plant there. So basically, for an investment standpoint, guys, I'm going to be unbiased, and we looked at the past, we're looking at the future. So I'm going to go talk about the past again real quick. Because the thing about the past, guys, is any innovative company with a rocky idea at first, they're not going to turn around and be profitable the first year, second year even. Google and whatnot, before they got big and blew up, even Facebook, I believe that like they weren't profitable for a few years, guys. Innovation takes time. If you want to, and if you look back into the past, like I said with Henry Ford, even Edison, you go further back into the past, they all thought these guys were crazy. Like they wanted to check them into mental institutions because they thought they were super crazy. And I think that's the same thing with Musk, guys. Everyone's calling him crazy. I think he's a titan. I think he's going to get the job done. So as an investment standpoint, we look at their future, their expectations. Yeah, Musk's been super ambitious, but I think ambition is good. I mean, if you're not setting the bar high, where are you going to set it, right? So I think for me right now, Tesla down 30%, Q3 coming up in a couple months. I think if you guys don't know about Goldman Sachs, they recently shot down Tesla, said they're going to fall 50% in the next bit here. But personally, I believe that's because Goldman Sachs wants to get in on Tesla. That's my opinion. Get in at a low price, guys. I mean, why not? So yeah, I think with Tesla, future plans. I think the future plans are here. I think the past, yeah, it's holding them down, but I think the future is just so bright, guys. I don't want to be a Tesla fanboy, like I said, but if we look at their cars, what they plan to do, if they come anywhere close to their expectations, guys, they're gonna be around for a long, long time. And I'm also gonna cover, from an unbiased standpoint, competition. And I know a lot of people are talking about, Ford's gonna be start making more electric cars. So is Volkswagen, Porsche, all these other companies are all turning towards electric cars. What's that gonna do for Tesla? And I think, guys, I don't know if you know anything about business, anything. Competition is good. So if you got people competing in a market, like, do you think Ford doesn't compete with anyone? Like, no, there's competitors. So what do? You just compete. And what does that do for the electric car sector, the market? Well, more gas. People are like, geez, like everyone's making electric cars now. The focus just starts to shift to electric cars, and what that does for Tesla, hey, just grows their market. Yeah, they're not getting everyone, but they're getting more people, because the focus is being shifted towards electric cars. So I think if you're against electric cars and you think that's not the future, I think you need to go look at the numbers. And I know numbers aren't everything, but I think the Model 3 is the most hyped compact sedan ever. I don't think I've ever seen people rave about it. No one goes, wow, Ford Fiesta, Chevrolet Sonic, oh my god, like these cars are so nice. No, it's a little compact sedan, guys. So I don't think anyone hypes up the Hyundai Elantra like that either. So I'm not trying to be unbiased, but I think that's just facts, guys. I mean, you see a Model 3, wow, Model 3. Like, I think if Tesla has that brand going for their look and their brand, and Tesla's the new cool kid on the block, I think for the future, guys, what that really just does is just boost them up. So, like I said before, for me right now, at their current price as we speak, I think it's 266, 65, right around that range. I'd probably buy it, to be honest. I probably will buy it. So yeah, for the future, I'm gonna probably wait a week or two, see what happens here. But for me, it's probably a buy long term for sure. But yeah, I wouldn't say go buy right now, but give it a week or so, see what happens. I definitely think it's worth a good buy, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you disagree with me, feel free to share your opinion in the comment section below. Also, if you agree and I missed some stuff on Tesla that, you know, maybe it's kind of hidden and it might bring them down or lift them up, also feel free to share that. Also, like the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.